When it comes to picking a platform for social media, it is overwhelming and ridiculously complicated. That is until you know these two things. What I want you to do is pick a platform that matches your energy and where your audience lives. That's it. Those two things have solved the problem.
Write that down, write that down!
My name's Kenneth. I'm the founder of Scale Story, and we help founders and CEOs become better storytellers and scale their influence. Now, what that really means is we spent tons of time, maybe too much time, analyzing what social works best for our clients. The reality of it is, whether you've been posting for 5 minutes or 5 years, it makes it very difficult sometimes to say, hey, let's post on this thing because why not? But what it does help us with is really understanding that what is the reason why we don't want to post on these platforms? Because when you look at something like YouTube, you need, or it feels like you need to be speaking for hours and hours and cut that down to a 2-hour-long podcast. Or something like TikTok where the trends are forever changing. So how do you keep up with all these new things that are happening? Something like LinkedIn, ultimately everyone can see me. My colleagues, investors, I don't want to look stupid on there. What is it that I do, considering all these platforms are kind of not really for me? All of these things are true to an extent, but I think the biggest unlock here is really understanding which platform matches your energy. If you're someone who likes to talk, YouTube is a wonderful platform because you can just sit and do this and just riff, just get your thoughts out there and share with other people what is inherently your unique story. But then at the same time, if you're someone who doesn't really want to think too much about long form content and scripts, then maybe a platform like TikTok will work really well because you can just grab your phone and start talking today, and you won't get penalized for what is supposedly bad content on the other platforms. It's just you being you, and that's what TikTok wants, raw and unfiltered you. Then you've got places like LinkedIn where we're worried about who's going to see us, but actually you have founded a business and you're trying to get your mission and vision to everyone who wants to hear it. So LinkedIn is probably the best place for you to be sitting down and saying, hey, I'm doing this thing. We're going for a really big win, and big win, and we want you to join us on our journey. So if these things have the pacing and the energy that you want, and also the right audience, that is a beautiful marriage that will last forever. But I think the most important thing is, what is the simplest thing that you can post, and what is the platform that matches your energy? What you don't want to do is post on a platform that feels right, but doesn't have your audience on it. So the questions I would ask myself if I were about to start making content again and had to pick out a platform without knowing anything is, what kind of energy type do I have? How can I be consistent on the platform? Do I just want to do quick short videos and get it over and done with? Or do I want to do kind of long form videos and be able to have a chat with somebody else informally? Different ways you can look at things, right? It can be a podcast, the same way it can be just holding a camera in selfie mode. The second thing is obviously understanding who my audience is. Who is it that I'm trying to really speak to? And what impact do I want them to have? And the third thing, which is the most important thing, is what is the simplest way I could start today? How can I get a piece of content onto said platform today? Because once I've answered those 3 questions, I've got at the beginning of a beautiful journey. So, as usual, I'm in the comments doing all sorts of nonsensical answers, requesting SpongeBob memes on a daily basis. But that's all I have for today. So, as always, stay curious, keep scaling. You're a founder, you're a CEO, and my light just turned off because it died. But we're gonna keep going. Oh, God.